Hey Hastings, good morning to you. It's Friday, April 17th, and this is your daily capsule. We've got some really interesting spring weather on tap, and then we're going to take a little trip back in time right here in our town. So yeah, let's dive right in.
I just love our local weather jokes, and today's, it's just perfect. It absolutely nails the split personality our Friday is gonna have. So let's keep that idea in our heads, crossing the bridge as we look at the forecast. And yeah, roller coaster is definitely the right word for it. Seriously, we are looking at a day with two totally different halves. The way you feel heading to work this morning, it's gonna be nothing like the drive home. So let's break down exactly what's headed our way. Okay, so the morning is kinda gonna trick us. It's gonna feel surprisingly warm, and that's all thanks to a southerly wind. But, and this is a big but, don't get too used to it. The afternoon brings a huge shift. That wind is gonna flip around to the west-northwest, it's gonna get gusty, and it is gonna send those temperatures just tumbling down. All right, let's talk numbers. You see that high of almost 68 degrees? We're probably gonna hit that by, say, late morning. And after that, it's all downhill. I mean, we're looking at a low tonight of around 30, and yeah, a 90% chance of rain and thunderstorms. It is going to be a wet one for sure, especially before 4 p.m. or so. So what do you do on a day like this? Well, it's pretty straightforward, really. You got to grab the rain gear, for one, and layers. Layers are going to be your best friend today. You'll probably be taking one off on the way to work and putting it right back on for the trip home. Oh, and a heads up, with gusts up to 25 miles per hour, yeah, you might want to secure any light stuff you have outside, like those patio cushions, before you leave. We were just talking about crossing the bridge. And speaking of which, let's switch gears a bit. We're going to pivot from today's wild weather to a really cool piece of Hastings history, one that's connected to this exact date. We're about to talk about a bridge that, for decades, really defined our town. Okay, check this out. On this very day, April 17th, way back in 1895, that's when the iconic Hastings Spiral Bridge officially opened. I mean, can you even picture it? Horses and buggies, and then the first cars making their way down that incredible spiral ramp right into downtown. It was a huge part of Hastings' life all the way until 1951, when it was finally replaced. That's right. Over 50 years, for more than half a century, that bridge wasn't just, a way to get across the river. No way. It was the symbol of Hastings. It was a landmark that was just woven into the identity of our town for generations of people. All right, so let's zoom out a little bit from our own backyard. While Hastings was celebrating its amazing new bridge, some other really significant things were happening out in the wider world, things that would go on to shape history. It's pretty cool how it all connects. So get this, just 2 years after our spiral bridge opened, the great American playwright Thornton Wilder was born. And then, fast forward a bit, to 1965. On this same date, a really pivotal moment in the civil rights movement happened, the first organized picket for gay rights at the White House. It really showed how our little local story is part of a much, much bigger national one, right? And that brings us right back home to this thought. It's inspired by Thornton Wilder's most famous play, Our Town. He had this incredible way of writing about the beauty and importance of small towns and just everyday life. And this idea, well, it feels like it could have been written specifically about Hastings. It's just a great reminder that what happens right here on our streets, in our homes, it actually really matters. Okay, so let's bring it all together. We've got this wild spring weather, we've got the memory of a beloved old bridge, and these echoes of history from way beyond our town. It's all part of the same day. When you think about it, everything from just deciding to grab a raincoat this morning, to thinking about that old spiral bridge, to just going about your day, it all becomes a little piece of the bigger, ongoing story of Hastings, right? The little fleeting details of today, well, that's what becomes the history of tomorrow. So I'll leave you with this one question to carry with you through the day. Amidst this crazy weather roller coaster and all the usual hustle and bustle, what are you going to do today? What's the one small moment or memory that's going to make this April 17th stand out in your own story? Something to think about. Have a fantastic day, Hastings.